Look at this. There are 4,152 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. I got a few shout outs to give on my trading group. This person stated, signed up for VIP Elite, took your suggestion. I doubled my money in less than a week. This person, I'm up $58,000 in 10 days. Chris, thanks a lot for everything. I'm 3 or 4 months in the group. I've turned $4,000 into 65 grand. 65 G's out of 4,000. It's more than 10x. He more than 10x'd his money in the group. This person, I'm up $10,000 in the last week. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. If you came into cryptocurrency to make life-changing money, but crypto's thrown a few curveballs at you and you're not exactly there yet, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to help you. I'm going to keep you updated daily with the news that moves the markets, Bitcoin technical analysis, altcoin setups, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin, this is the daily chart. Obviously, Bitcoin's pulled back. Altcoins took a big hit. Bulls previously needed to break and hold this $11,000 level. Didn't happen. I talked to you guys about this in a video a couple days ago as far as being the perfect short. And so potentially there was some downside based on this bearish retest. I'm going to talk to you about potentially why this happened, what happened on global markets that brought a lot of this to Bitcoin, how you can recognize these factors going forward, and it'll help you be more successful trading crypto. This was a bearish scenario. I posted this on Saturday night in the trading group. I talked to you guys about this in a video yesterday. A rising wedge, 68% chance of a break to the downside. Here's the measured move down here, 10,600. Essentially ran all the way down to about 10,300. And again, you've got oversold bounce on the RSI. The RSI on the hourly chart was all the way down to 15, which is the lowest since May. Like, it was tremendously oversold. So the concern is that this, isn't a bearish retest to this breakout level. So it comes up here and it gets rejected. Potentially you could see more downside for Bitcoin if that happens. So we want Bitcoin, the bulls want Bitcoin to just maintain this range, and obviously break out to the upside going forward. But we're going to talk about, and I'll keep you updated daily on the chances of this happening. This is the Bitcoin 1 hour chart. And again, you got this rising wedge, break to the downside. Look at this. Look, we talk about this all the time. We buy retests of breakouts to the upside. Well, this is a sell signal when it breaks out and retests to the downside. This retest this is where the strongest group of sellers is waiting to sell. They're going to take profit. They're going to sell right there. Okay, they're going to short this market based on this idea. So just remember, we don't want to see this happen again at this overhead resistance. You don't want to see this retest and then a continuation lower. If that happens, I was looking at 10,250. Actually, the price ended up at 10,300. Potentially 10,000 and 9,500 are below this. But again, you had RSI was extremely oversold. I've posted some bounce ideas previously. Like, there's these indicators. Once they get to a certain point, the probability of some type of bounce increases greatly. And so that's kind of, these are your gauges, you know, kind of like when you're driving your car, you got the check engine light turning on, everything's overheating. That's what's happening here on these. The RSI extremely oversold. The stochastic RSI oversold and was starting to curve higher previously. So again, you get this bounce to the upside. You can actually make a lot of money on these bounces. You know, it's definitely a position when you have, if you have a ton of tether sitting on the sidelines, like 25% of your portfolio potentially. I was very successful in 2018 when the middle of a bear market based on just trading after Bitcoin pulls back. But you got to be careful because you don't want Bitcoin to roll over again. I want to give a couple shout outs to people in my trading group. This person, I've watched your videos and I've turned 10,000 into 21,500 in the last 3 months. Bottom line is this: if you're struggling learning to trade this market, or you're not making the profits you wanted to when you came into cryptocurrency, I can help you. Go to my website, cryptorev.net. This person, he has been in the trading group. He bought the breakout of Uniswap new token. So he came in the trading group, hadn't traded before. Now he's buying breakouts of his own. He, you know, ran through, drew the chart on Uniswap, bought the breakout, and he made $40,000 back. He previously took some losses in CRV, but he essentially pulled that money out and turned it, flipped it back in to Uniswap and made his money back. And that's what you have to remember about this market. You're not going to be perfect, right? You want to sell your losers quickly. You want to take profits. You got to lock in profits. You got to use stop losses, right? And you have to know how to recover, right? If you're in a crypto and it takes a hit, you have to know how to move that money around and be comfortable with it. There's too many people in crypto that fall in love with these projects. Like yesterday, trading group, I was posting, hey, high probability, and you guys count on this. Bitcoin price action is going to be volatile during the beginning of the new week. Count on this going forward. Altcoin trading has been high risk because, and I'll show you this backed by data and information that's on the Bitcoin dominance chart. If Bitcoin pumps, altcoins get wrecked, alt BTC pairs. If Bitcoin dumps, altcoins get even more wrecked. And I'm going to show you guys how the total altcoin market cap chart has some downside possible. And you just need to be aware and acknowledge that, hey, this is happening. This is real. Pay attention. Whenever I pull out the old skull and crossbones, trading altcoins is high risk, like we've been talking about all weekend. That means, dude, what are you doing if you're trading altcoins? I don't know. Neo mainnet is going to be upgraded to, they actually have an increased gas threshold. They adjusted the max transactions per block. They implemented bidding mode for all transactions. So they're upgrading Neo mainnet. Investing.com came out and they said shares of U.S. hotels, cruise lines, casino operators fall in early trading after surging panic situation cases rise. These two, not super excited. But if they only knew that Chicken Swap's mining pool. So listen to this. Movie Block, a decentralized content platform, has launched Chicken Swap mining pool. Somebody in the group said, what does chicken and movies have together? And I was like, obviously eat more chicken, watch more movies, clearly very correlated, high correlation. Movie Block, Chicken Swap, here we go. Welcome to DeFi. This is Michael Saylor. So previously in a couple of videos, I talked to you about this company that's MicroStrategy that bought like $450 million worth of Bitcoin. And so somebody comes out with this tweet. This is a fake account. After significant deliberation, our board has voted to exit 50% of our recent position in Bitcoin. The decision is not made lightly and due solely to market conditions, not any concern with the underlying fundamentals of Bitcoin as a store of value. This is fake. And then basically ran through, like, this guy's name is here. He's got 477 followers. This guy's got 153,000 followers. And this is his actual name, right? So there's a ton of fake accounts on Twitter. By the way, follow me on Twitter, cryptobtc_Chris. Yeah, everybody's like trying to put the pieces of the puzzle. Why is this happening? Why is Bitcoin falling? Why is Bitcoin pulling back? Gold prices sink with stocks as the rise in the panic situation cases spark the dollar rally. And here's really what you want to key in on. The dollar rally, and I want you guys to pay very close attention to this idea. So gold, stocks, Bitcoin all take a big hit when this happens. And so this is the DXY. We've been talking about this. A bullish move here is bad for Bitcoin, and you got this huge epic pump for the DXY. Now this is a bullish pattern, falling broadening wedge. I mean, when you start pulling targets at this guy, there's some upside here. You know, so if this is the confirmed breakout, you start breaking above, really, you start breaking above these levels. If this comes down and retest, you get that bullish retest where the strongest group of buyers, everybody starts converting their, stocks that are faltering, their Bitcoin back into dollars, and then this continues higher, you can expect continued sell-off of stocks, gold, and Bitcoin. FinCEN files show that global banks have been defying U.S. crackdowns by serving a bunch of criminals. Imagine that. They actually just got fined for this. So these secret U.S. government documents revealed J.P. Morgan Chase, HSBC, other big banks have defied money laundering crackdowns by moving staggering sums of illicit cash for shadowy characters and criminal networks that have spread chaos and undermined democracy around the world. Banks got to be more careful. Got them. The records show that 5 global banks kept profiting from powerful and dangerous players even after the U.S. authorities fined these financial institutions for earlier failures to stem the flows of dirty money. Banks. Dirty money. This is Bitcoin CME futures. There's a descending triangle that was started to show up really clear as last night, and I'm thinking, oh, bearish idea. One thing about TA and just like crypto, this channel, like it's hard for me to say, hey, 3 months from now, here's what's going to happen. It's easier for me to say, okay, in the next hour, in the next couple hours, in the next 15 minutes, we're about to see a move, and the potential for downside or upside is this percentage. There's probabilities involved, but like the value of having this information right before it happens is obviously a huge advantage to being in the trading group where I can keep you guys updated on a regular basis. On YouTube, I'm kind of limited, right? I only make these videos once a day, but you have to remember, you still got this big old CME gap. Wonder if this is going to get filled down here between 9,900 and 9,650. Now, these gaps historically on the daily chart actually get filled almost all the time. Bitcoin dominance broke out of this idea, broke out of this pattern. Potentially, obviously it's pulling back, so these altcoins will turn on right now for a little bit. But if you see a retest, a bullish retest, and a continuation higher, you will see continued downside for these altcoins. I talked to you guys previously about a potential altcoin pullback of about 20%, and it's happened. Okay, so I talked to you guys about this about 9 days ago. Okay, and so it has to do with Bitcoin dominance. And so Bitcoin dominance is another chart you need to reference. I'm going to keep you updated on this daily. That's one of the great parts about subscribing to the channel. What you need to do right now is subscribe. I'm going to keep you updated. But altcoins could see 20% drop. Here we are. Altcoins have taken that hit. Now, there might be a bigger drop in store. So be ready. Here's why. Total market cap of all the altcoins, right? So if you add up the sum of every single altcoin together, here we are. Here's the chart. We were up the previous high was $152 billion for all the altcoins. Down to about $128 billion here yesterday. And I posted this in Trading Group. Hey, support needs to hold. Possible bearish MACD cross. Alert, alert, alert. Boom. Guess what happened? Support didn't hold. Now, this is a diamond pattern. The breakout to the downside has been confirmed. The measured move down here, you could see another 20% pullback out of the altcoins. Previously, I posted, hey, you could see a sharp drop in the altcoins if support doesn't hold. It didn't. And so, again, this is a falling wedge. 68% chance it breaks out to the upside, but at what point? Obviously, it's completely normal for these altcoins to have a season and take off and then pull back. Sometimes it's not about how do I make the most money, it's how do I, essentially retain my profits. How do I take profits? How do I pull out of this market? There's a psychological barrier for a lot of people. It's a struggle to be able to sell these coins because you feel like, oh man, these guys can take off anytime. It's a form of FOMO to hold your coins. I don't care what anybody says. If you can't sell your coins, you're going to have problems going forward in crypto. There's a point where you have to take profits. At some point, you have to take profits. I talked to you guys yesterday about Ethereum. Ethereum's bearish pattern, this rising This essentially is a bear flag, rising channel, rising wedge. Now check this out. So you get this big, okay, so first we broke to the downside, and then we got this retest, a bearish retest, okay? And so I posted this yesterday in Trading Group, talked to you guys about this idea, but look, it came down here, 330 was marked. It came down here and nailed it to a T. The strongest group of buyers is right here. And they did, they bought it. I mean, you get these oversold bounces. You've got your RSI down here. Look, RSI is at 12. Look, 12. Look what happens when your RSI gets all the way down here. On multiple occasions, if you just understand a few ideas, you're going to make a ton of money in this market. Look here, same thing. Look, this would have gave you a buy signal here. This would have given you this buy signal here. Now it could run up here to 357 and roll over, but I'm just saying, you got to get your gains and stack your gains here. This would have been a next buy signal as well. You would have had, after a double bottom, significant upside for Ethereum. I'm telling you, there's some basic ideas that I talk to you guys about on a daily basis. You guys can make a ton of money in this market if you have money on the sidelines. It's a very powerful position to hold whenever you take a hit in this market. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.